Good morning, students. How are you all? I hope you all are fine and safe. I am your computer teacher. Chapter 2 Formulae, Functions and More in Excel. Class 7. Today we are going to discuss worksheet 1 to 5 and practical with basis coding your chapter number 2. So let's discuss worksheet number first. Fill in the blanks with the help of the help box. Clues are given: equal to, sum, min, mixed, increasing, filter and sorting. So students, open your book and check the fill-ups. Number first, the formulae in Excel must begin with and dash. First answer is equal to sign. Correct. And come to the second fill-ups. The method of addressing by which either the row number or column letter changes. When a formula is dragged and applied to the other cells is known as which addressing? Students, which addressing? Mixed. Okay. So answer is mixed. Next, come to the third. This dash function returns the sum of the numbers in a selected cell range. Which selected range? Sum is the correct answer. Sum. Next, come to the fourth. The dash function returns the smallest valued number in a selected cell range. Which one is smallest? Min. Min function. Okay. So answer is min. Next, fifth. When we sort data in dash order, we arrange it from the smallest to the largest. We will talk about this smallest to the largest. Which sort data? Increasing. So answer is increasing. Next, 6. Dash is the process of arranging data into a meaningful order. Which one meaningful order? Sorting. Yes, sorting is a correct answer. Next, 7. Last fill-ups. A dash can be used to narrow down data in a worksheet to view only selected records. Which one is a filter? Correct answer is filter. Now next, come to the worksheet number 2 and tally properly. Number first, take the correct answer. First question is, which function finds the sum of the numbers in a selected cell range? Which one? Options are given. First auto, second sum and count. Which one is a sum of the numbers? Is a sum function. B is a correct. Mark the correct. Tick mark the B options. Next, come to the second. Which function finds the average of the numbers in a selected cell range? First, average, total and sum. Average function works in a means average. We mark the average correct A option. Next, third. Which of these is an example of the absolute addressing? We already know and we already discussed about the absolute addressing. So, correct one is a B. B is a correct. Mark the B option. Next, fourth. Which of these is an example of the relative addressing? Which one is C option? Mark the C. Fifth. Which type of data is sorted from A to Z or from Z to A? It means reverse. Okay. So options are available: textual data, numerical data, date and time data. So we mark the A option, textual data. Next, come to the 6th. Which type of data is sorted from oldest to newest data? We talk about this oldest to newest data or from newest to oldest data. So which one is correct? C option, date and time data. Date and time data is a correct answer. So next, students, turn the page and come to the worksheet numbers 3. Okay, and tally properly and mark the correct and answer. Write correctly. Write T for true and F for false statement in the box. So number 1, the count function is used to find the largest value in a given range of cells. Is a false. Answer is false. Not a largest value. Okay. Next, in the function equal sum G7 colon G2 12. The argument is G7 colon G12. Is it correct argument? Yes, is it correct? Mark the true. Next, third, every function in Excel begin with an and or sign. And sign? No, only equal sign. So it's a false. Fourth, filters hide data temporarily. Filter hide the data. Yes, I know very well. So answer is true. Next, fifth, come to the fifth. To see the short dialog box, you should click on the filter button in home tab. We can click in a home tab. No, it's false. 6. The conditional formatting button lies in the style group of home tab. Yes. Is it correct? Conditional formatting apply button in style group home tab. So true. 7. The sort and filter button lies on the editing group in data tab. No, it's a false. Now come to the 8th. You cannot apply multiple filters to a worksheet to view only selective data. It's statement false. You cannot apply. Yes, we can apply. Not applied means is a false statement. We can apply definitely multiple filters to a worksheet to view only selective data. Okay. So all students fill the proper answer according to your book. So next, class 7, come to the worksheet number 4 and tally the proper answers. Okay. Number first question, which tab contains the auto sum button in Excel 2010? Which tab? Yes. Answer is insert tab. Write the proper only one word, insert tab. Next, come to the second question. Which function will you use to find the average of numbers? We know very well. Which function? Average. Yes, very good. Write this average. Next, third. What does the max function help you to do? Which have this max function? The max function helps you to do the find largest numbers provided. Yes, we know very well. Max function already find out the largest numbers. Okay, now come to the next question. What is mean by data sorting? What is mean by data sorting? So answer is sorting is the process of arranging data into a meaningful order so that we can analyze it more effectively. Okay, because sorting is the process of arranging data means A to Z and Z to A mean reversible order and arrange the proper data meaningful order. So answer is here. Next, fifth, what does applying a filter to do to the data? Filter is a feature in MS Excel. Okay. Firstly, filter is a feature in MS Excel and that allow you to see only the data you are interested in at a moment and hides away the rest of the data, and filter already our data to interested and movements and hides away means the data rest of the data and the features of a MS Excel. Next, come to this sixth question. What is custom sorting? Question is your what is a custom sorting? So answer is write properly everybody. When list of values are displayed in an application page. When list of values are displayed in an application page, a user can sort the list by clicking on the column headers. When list of values are displayed in an application page and a user can sort the list by clicking on the column header. So it's a custom sorting. Now next, come to the worksheet number 5. Question is number 1 question. What is formula in MS Excel? And explain with the help of an example. So write the proper answer in your notebook. Answer is a formula in an expression that is used for doing calculation on worksheet data. And the equal sign can be followed by a number, cell address, cell range, mathematical operator or function, and so on. So example, every Excel formula begins with an equal to sign. So A1 plus B1 into 6 is for example for related your formula in according your MS Excel. So come to the next question number 2. What is relative addressing? How is it useful? Relative referencing is the normal way of addressing the cells like A2, B2, C4, means all are related are relative references. So example is here and so on. It allows us to change the cell address. Which one is relative reference, okay, in a formula, and when it copied to some others row or column related, the cell addresses change according to the row or column where the formula is copied. So is the answer of second question relative addressing. Now come to the third. What is absolute addressing? And explain with the help of an example. So answer is, in absolute addressing, the address of a cell is made fixed by putting a symbol $sign, okay, is a $sign is a related to absolute addressing symbol before both the column letters and the row number of the address of a cell. For example, C6 is a relative address. You understand, for already you know about the relative addressing example, and whereas $C or $6 is an absolute address. Both are different, relative and absolute addressing, okay. So students, come to the next 6th and tally the answers properly. What is conditional formatting and how is it done in MS Excel? So conditional formatting is a feature using which you can highlight selective data in a related worksheet by formatting it in such a way that it stands out from the rest of the data. And we can apply more than one conditional formatting rules to the selected data, means is according the rules to a selected data, means highlight selective data is according to a conditional formatting. And new conditional formatting rules can also be set by clicking on the new rules option in the conditional formatting menu. So is your 6th answer. Now next, come to the 7th question. This distinction between sorting and filtering. So answer is, sorting is the process of arranging data in a particular order, data into a meaningful order so that we can analyze it more effectively. And opposite side means opposite is a filtering. Filter is a feature in MS Excel, so that allow you to see only the data you are interested in at a moment and hides away the rest of the data. A feature in MS Excel that can be used temporarily hide unwanted data. So it works on filtering data. And next, 8th and last is, how will you remove a filter applied to a set of data? So question is, how will you remove a filter applied to a set of data? Yes, answer is, number first 2 steps are given. To remove a filter from a particular column, click on the filter drop down arrow. Which one? Click filter drop down arrow and select clear filter from this section option. We can choose the clear filter from the section option. Yes. Now second is to remove all filter from a worksheet and simply click on the filter button. So we can remove easily. Which one? Filter from selected via remove option, filter from a worksheet, and simply click on the filter button. So all are completed your question answers. So student complete the exercise and all worksheet in your notebook. This is your worksheet homework, question answer homework in your notebook. Okay student, next please come to the next topic, practical number first. Your practical number first question is using formulae and functions. All steps are here and given in your book. According to step by step we will discuss. Okay, number first, open a new workbook in MS Excel and enter data into it as shown. Firstly, we will open a new workbook. Understand all of you? And enter the data with according your MS Excel feature. Next, second, if the length of an entry exceeds the width of a column means cell, increase the column width by bringing the mouse pointer over the right border of the selected column and the pointer changes shape to an icon. Understand? Means your length of an entry exists, mean length is exists for the related width of a column with cell. So increase and decrease about your width according to your data, and mouse pointer we will over the right border of the selected column and shape icon will be changed this icon. Okay, and third, drag the mouse to increase column width as required. Means you want to increase the column, so click the width and change the size. Then next come fourth, type function average. C5 and between colon C10 into cell D8 and press the enter and key. The average of the 6 entry in cell C5 to C10 will be displayed in the cell D8. Means this, your screen will be display cell in a D8. Next, fifth, similarly use the average function to calculate the average of the second week's sale. So in the cell D13 we can apply the average function. Understand? Next, change an entry in the cell C7 from C65 to 350. The average function enter in cell D8 and will immediately recalculate the average and display the result in cell which one? D8. Okay, next come to the 7. Use the min and max function to find the minimum. We already know min function helps to find out minimum and max function helps to a maximum amount of related of, for example, ice cream sold in the first and second week of January by Star Ice Cream Parlor. So we can make a proper data table to the help of a step by step. And last 8, use a text formula to display the string and shown in the Excel worksheet. So let's see the proper table for the MS Excel. Students, see the proper table. We will make a proper same as it is. Make a table. Practical number first is your Star Ice Cream Parlor. We mention firstly Star Ice Cream Parlor and then second weekly sales report. We can enter properly according to a practical number first. Okay. Then enter January 2016 and we can mention items, all items means according to, for example, given in your practical number first ice cream. Okay, and flavor also mentioned. And then we can maintain week properly this type. Okay, first and second, and after we can enter we will enter quantity sold in liter average sale per week accordingly. Okay, we can enter the same amount related to a quantity sold, and after we can see the apply for find out the minimum function. Okay, minimum C11 column to C16 we can change accordingly. Okay, we can find, and formula will be same as it is. Min function we can put this min function formula same as. Okay, and then we can find out the average function. Okay, so we can find out the average function. We can maintain our average function properly in Excel sheet. Same as it is, you can maintain properly practical in MS Excel. Next is practical number 2. See the students properly. Sorting and filtering data in an Excel worksheet is your question. And we can maintain the 3 steps follow. Create a worksheet in MS Excel. Apply formulae to calculate the total marks and percentage as shown. Okay, first number first. And second, sort the data in the worksheet in ascending order way of the percentage of marks. And then we can choose third option, third step, apply a filter on the data to see the results of only those students whose names start with the letter R. Okay. So let's see properly. We can maintain name and according class 7 section A frontly and names all subject mentioned here. This okay, this type of practical. We can maintain name and subject, name of a subject, and we can enter the properly marks, and we can follow this step by step that, and last maximum and total marks we can find easily and percentage. Okay, you can maintain this type of a table. So next, come to the next practical number 3, conditional formatting in MS Excel. So we can apply, create a worksheet as shown in figure A, same as it is, and apply conditional formatting to apply only the records of those salesperson who have not achieved their monthly sales. Okay, target as shown in figure B, and compare with, we can see the compare of this type of a table. We can maintain this type of a practical and table. You can enter this stipulated sales target 6 lakh. Okay, salesperson sales, and enter all this name of a person and enter the sales, and after we'll compare this table and mark this properly. Okay, next last practical is your question. Enter the data as shown. Make sure while entering the marks in any subject that are less than 40. Okay, less than 40 should appear in red color. You can mark the red color. And after that, display only those records in which mass marks are between 30 and 17. See this. Okay. You can mark only red color. So, less than 40 is your practical question. So, student, your homework is firstly, note down properly, complete your exercise and question answer in notebook. And after, you will complete, do practice and write procedure of practical in notebook properly and maintain, see same as it is. Okay, thank you.